Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are talking about the top 10 universe scary urban legends. I'm your host Makayla, so let's get started. Starting off at number 10, we have never landed on the moon. So the theory starts off with people thinking that Neil Armstrong, the guy who supposedly stepped on the moon for the first time and placed the American flag, never actually did so. With only photos and videos of the mission only available through NASA, there's no actual verification that the first landing on the moon was ever really real. Take a look at this video and tell me what you think is wrong with it, if anything.
Every American, this has to be the proudest day of our lives. And for people all over the world, I am sure they too join with America in recognizing what an immense feat this is.
Okay, so we all saw that now. Perfect. Now, the main proof that people have is that in the video it shows the flag blowing in the wind. Space doesn't really have wind. Theorists have even said that the filmmaker Stanley Kubrick could have helped NASA fake it because his 1968 film, 2001: A Space Odyssey, proved that the technology existed then to artificially create a space-like set. Coming in at number 9 is white holes. White holes are pretty much the same thing as a black hole, but opposite, I guess? So with a black hole, everything that enters can't escape. Well, with a white hole, nothing can enter at all. White holes have been said to have been surrounded by a ring of dust and gas, and look exactly like a black hole. Someone said that a black hole's event horizon is a sphere of no return. A white hole's event horizon is a boundary of no admission. How NASA described white holes was by playing a video of a black hole backwards, but no one knows how a white hole forms. Someone said, a black hole cordons off its bit of space when a star collapses into a tiny volume. But playing the video backwards doesn't make physical sense. I think they are just saying it's different, but in more complex terms, but I have no idea. Stay in school, kids. Take our number 8 spot, we have flat Earth. Very controversial, I know. But remember, these are all just legends. There were so many people that had lots of different ideas about the shape of the Earth. The Babylonians thought the Earth was hollow, to provide space for the underworld. The Egyptians thought the Earth was a 4-cornered square, with mountains at the edge supporting the vault of the sky. There were people that thought the Earth was round, and the early Christian church accepted it, but a few within the church pointed out that the Bible speaks of the 4 corners of the Earth. Basically, most of the proof that they had came from the Bible, so some of it was believe what you want and some of it was science. Now at number 7 is supernovas. A supernova happens when a star explodes. Although supernovas aren't really legend, they also kinda are because the dust in space blocks our view from them. So how do we really know if they are real? However, in 1604, Johannes Kepler discovered the last known observed supernova in the Milky Way. NASA's Chandra telescope discovered the remains of a more recent supernova, which exploded in the Milky Way more than 100 years ago. Apparently, one kind of supernova has shown scientists that we live in an expanding universe, one that is forever growing at a rapid pace. Moving on to number 6, we have black hole Sagittarius A. Ooh, my zodiac sign, I feel so proud. The Event Horizon Telescope, EHT, captured an image of what looks like a supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy that is feeding on hydrogen gas. They estimated it to have a mass that was 4.3 million times the mass of our sun. Since the size of the event horizon is connected to the mass of the black hole, people were then able to make predictions and create theories. Someone had said, the power of imaging the black hole's ring is that if you know the mass and distance to the black hole, then you can use that to compare to theory. The new image shows that the size of Sagittarius A's event horizon is 51.8 micro arc seconds. I think basically saying it's really fast moving and big. It's said that it's even moving with turbulent energy. Okay, maybe now I don't feel so proud about my zodiac sign. Let's move on, shall we? Now at number 5 with extraterrestrial life. The size of the universe is quite big, approximately 100 billion stars in just the Milky Way alone, which is our galaxy for those of you who don't know. It's estimated that there are 100 billion galaxies of about the same size as ours that are scattered around deep space. Mars does remain the best planet for a discovery of extraterrestrial life. 4 billion years ago, Mars may have even been better for life than the Earth. In 1998, NASA scientists found what may have been fossilized ancient Martian bacteria in a meteorite that came from the planet's surface. The Mars rock drifted through space for millions of years until finally crashing into Antarctica. So as much as there's not really a lot of scientific evidence that there is extraterrestrial life, we do have these videos on the internet. So who really knows? Now at number 4 is the multiverse. Now if you're a Marvel fan like me, you probably already know about this one. Or if you haven't gotten a chance to see the new Doctor Strange movie, I'll explain it. So in the theory of the Big Bang, in order to explain the uniformity of the CMB, it's necessary to claim an early seed of super fast expansion known as inflation. They believe that the universe went through a very quick but dramatic period of inflation, expanding faster than the speed of light and doubling in size around 100 times more. Some scientists think that when our universe dropped out of the inflation phase, it was just one tiny bubble in a big sea of inflating space. In the theory called eternal inflation, other bubble universes are constantly popping up in other parts of the inflationary sea, with the whole group making up a multiverse. The multiverse is essentially a theory about universes with versions of us in them, but theirs could run totally different than ours, and yourself in the other universes could be different as well. Personality-wise, their style, how they look. They would still look like you, but they could be very different, and same with the universe. Some might have stronger gravity or a different speed of light, etc. I hope that makes sense. Here at number 3 is the world actually ended in 2012 or in 2020. Remember in 2012 when panic spread across the world as people thought the world was going to end on December 21st? And then the world didn't end? People went on with their lives and pretty much forgot about all of that. It's a time usually remembered by comments like, oh, remember when the world was supposed to end and then didn't or did it? Majority of this comes from a popular Twitter thread claiming that the world actually ended in 2012. The thread claims that CERN, a European organization for nuclear research that also operates the largest particle physics laboratory in the world, created a black hole that inhaled the world. And then the scientists placed us all in a simulation. They back up their statements by saying that since then, the world has gotten more chaotic and that time moves quicker now. Which, I mean, if you look at all the chaotic things that have happened in the past 10 years, a pandemic, Trump, murder hornets, World War III, some people instead believe that the world ended in 2020. Now at number 2, we have God particle. Now we all remember CERN from the last one, right? So CERN started off in 1954 and has since grown into 22 member states and has made a ton of discoveries, including the Higgs boson, or God particle, and invention of the World Wide Web. People feared that when CERN turned on the Large Hadron Collider, the largest machine in the world, used to smash subatomic particles together, that it would destroy Earth. So far, it has not, or so we think. When the collider was experiencing setbacks and delays in the early 2000s, some people thought that a time traveler from the future was returning to the past to purposely sabotage it in order to prevent some disaster. This time traveler tried everything, including a time-traveling bird with a baguette, but the collider was turned on in 2012 anyway. 2012! You know, the year that apparently the world ended in? And last but not least, taking our number 1 spot, we have the Big Bang. The Big Bang, as most of you probably know, is the theory about how our universe came to be. There's not tons of information on how it actually came to be, but this is what I found. Our universe was born about 13.7 billion years ago in a massive expansion that blew up space like a big balloon. That is basically the Big Bang Theory, which virtually all cosmologists and theoretical physicists support. The evidence supporting the idea is extensive, but we do know that the universe is still expanding even now. It's said that our universe began with a singularity, a point of infinite density and temperature, which is difficult for our minds to grasp. However, this may not accurately reflect reality. Researchers say because the singularity idea is based on Einstein's theory of general relativity. So the very beginning of the universe remains pretty foggy. And that was everything for our top 10 scary urban legends about the universe. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and share. I'm your host, Makayla, and I'll see you guys next time.